What's going on?
What is up, everybody?
We are back live. I don't know if you watched this last week. Nobody watched it because we got no views. But
What?
it's okay.
I didn't even watch.
Build content.
I don't know where to subscribe at.
I'll start sending it out. I just barely found it right now. Here we are. Let's do it. We'll talk about it. The name of our podcast is
Drum roll, please.
The Uneducated Opinions.
The Uneducated Opinion, baby.
Yes. Got my paper here. I'm ready. All right.
Today's date, though, 12/30.
Today's date?
2022.
Did you say today's date?
No, today's date.
Okay.
But yes,
Today's date.
We will be chatting about Mr. Tate today.
Yes. Let's do it.
1 year. Oh, no, 1 year. 1 day before the year ends. 2023.
Approximately 28 hours.
28 hours.
And
I hope everybody has their resolutions in place, ready to be broken in a month.
Can I just say something?
Go ahead.
I just feel like the whole New Year's drama is just like, it's a wash. Nobody cares. Nobody should care. Like, seriously, what's the big deal about, you're going from December 31st to January 1st.
It's just another day.
It's just another day.
I still got to go to work on Monday.
It's just a marketing scheme. That's what it is.
Well, it's to make money. Just like that's
give everybody,
same thing with Blue Friday.
Yeah, I'm appreciative because my wife actually works in the cosmetology industry, and people are looking for makeovers
right before the new year.
Right before,
if you were ugly
the new year.
If you were ugly in 2022, you're gonna be ugly in 2023. Let me tell you that right now. It doesn't matter.
All right, so we're closing off our year with the topics of the last week, which I'm excited. We've got great material to talk about tonight. So we're gonna open up with Andrew Tate,
Mr. Tate, which I just found out who he was.
Pedro had no idea who he was.
I've seen him on my social media stuff.
He had no idea,
but I didn't know that he was like boom, big like that. And he had some
big in some circles.
He got some he got hit hard this week.
He's so big that some of the youngins in church were telling me that they know who he is. I was like, how do you know who he is?
See, if you would have told me he was a kickboxer, then I would have said, oh yeah, yes.
So he's known as a misogynist.
Yes,
huh? Which of course we all know a misogynist is probably just a realist that feminists hate, and they call him a misogynist. So
he doesn't hate women.
No, I didn't say he hates women.
Puts them in their place.
I didn't say he hates women. I said the feminists call him a misogynist because he's just out there speaking truth.
Can we unveil who the feminists are? Because there's probably a bunch of guys.
Yeah. Not going there, bro. I'm trying to get this trying to keep this on YouTube. So.
I'm serious. It's like the people that are trying to protect black people from racists are white people. And you're like, what? Black Lives Matter. Owned by one white person.
Yeah. It was started by a white person, John King. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I forget that. Can you change your race? You can change your gender, but can you change your race?
You can change whatever you want nowadays.
Yeah, well, you know what? I identify as a dog.
Really?
Yes, I identify as a dog.
Any type of breed?
Yes, a Chihuahua.
Dude, I never shut up, bro. You're stereotyping yourself right now, bro. You're Mexican.
I'm Mexican.
Yeah. You are so stereotyping.
Oh, we got a super chat. Somebody paid money to ask us a question. There's no question. I'm lying because nobody watches this.
You got me all excited. Sorry, okay. We're gonna get hits. 2023, we're getting hits. I'm telling you.
Yes.
It's gonna go big.
Yes, we're gonna get hits.
We're gonna bring some guests on.
Yes. Chatting this is gonna be our year. We're gonna be more consistent this year. We're gonna do it 3 times a week?
We're gonna try to do it every week.
On Wednesdays.
Not Wednesdays, Fridays.
Fridays, Wednesdays, and Sundays.
My wife's here. I come here Fridays.
You're here on Wednesdays too.
Well, that's only till football starts.
Well, we'll see. We'll play it by ear.
We'll play it by ear.
Football starts in 6 months.
Football starts in April, bro. Football starts in April.
Oh,
spring
wow.
season.
Oh,
and I got baseball. Remember, I have baseball.
So
I got 6 kids, bro.
Andrew Tate. Here we go. Have you heard? In case you didn't know who Andrew Tate is a famous social media personality.
American Brit.
You can just type him in YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. You type in Andrew Tate, and you're bound to see his clips, and you've probably already seen his clips before.
The most recent one is pretty
The most recent
entertaining.
This week was I felt like this week was just hit a climax for him in his notoriety, because he got into it with the all-powerful, almighty, all-knowing Greta Thunberg.
Miss Climate Change herself.
Yes, which we can talk about climate change somewhere in here. I'll just jam it in here because they actually just did a new study. Scientists just signed a new report saying that climate change is a farce. So I apologize.
Oh, we just found out now.
Well, no, we didn't just find out. We knew, and they knew. they just released it. And so, by the way, Greta Thunberg is so climate conscious that she takes a sailboat from her country out there in Europe all the way to America when she's gonna do a speech.
Like a sailboat,
a big one. She has people go with her to manage the sailboat because she was a teenager at this time. She don't know how to go all the way across the ocean. When they get here, guess what they do?
They fill it up.
No, they fly back to where they came from.
So how do they get around?
She's so climate conscious that she's smart enough to come over here in a sailboat, but not smart enough to figure out how the people that have to escort her over here are going to get back without leaving a carbon footprint.
You should ask Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes.
Doesn't he have he has like a private jet?
So Greta Thunberg and Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate, what did he?
Can we play?
What is the story? Should we play it? I don't know.
Play the clip.
I don't know. You can. Can anybody hear it?
I think.
No, I'll tell you what. Just I don't want to play it because I'm not gonna be able to hear it. But just give me the hashtag. Just go on. What are you, Twitter?
This is his Twitter account.
Go to his Twitter account, Andrew Tate, Andrew Tate. Okay, and look at the video that he did with a
He has a boxing robe.
He's in a red robe, and he's basically calling out Greta Thunberg.
Orders pizza with non-recyclable boxes. It's a slap in the face to Greta. It's just horrible.
And then he comments about his
33 car fleet.
33 car fleet.
that are not that run on dead dinosaur
dead dinosaur bodies.
Which, I mean, he said. Do you think the average person really cares about climate change?
They care enough to say that they care about it and to wear the T-shirt.
I mean,
and
do you go to
put like a little sticker on their car?
Oh, now you're gonna bring up. You gotta remind me of my boy Rush Limbaugh. We gotta get all the ribbons, and that shows that you care about something.
If you have the right ribbon, you care enough.
Yeah, you care enough.
Yes.
Oh, God rest his soul, my boy Rush Limbaugh. Shout out to him. So let's get back to our homeboy right here. So, but that's not the only news about Andrew Tate.
No.
So let's see if we can put two and two together.
Let's bring more clarity to the situation. We're still on the Andrew Tate and Greta Thunberg situation. What happened?
When they went back and forth?
Oh, we already have his exchange. He called her out.
And she replies back. How does she reply back though? Because,
bro, you got to read it, bro.
No, but technology doesn't that?
She tweeted
climate change. I'm just saying, if you and I have an effect on climate change.
Actually, she tweeted.
She has
on her battery-powered phone.
Lithium battery-powered
phone, which I don't know if you know. But one of the ingredients in the lithium battery is cobalt.
Yes. And where do we get that
mined from Congo? Okay.
Oh wow.
Using slave trade. Slave trade.
Anybody see Blood Diamond?
They have these
Yeah, I mean,
Joe Rogan just talked about it this past. I was watching on YouTube. It's terrible.
if you have anything made in plastic, yeah,
Yeah,
all that.
Greta Thunberg she's hot garbage.
But
Straight up.
it's you know what? These people are so protective when they serve a purpose for the big elite that we can discredit them all we want, and they'll still be out there because people still
So
somehow.
how did she tweet? She tweeted from her battery powered phone.
And what did she say?
You know, made with blood
Mm,
blood on her hands, and she tweeted, "Yes, please, they will enlighten
but you
me."
gotta do. You got to do it.
I gotta do the Greta Thunberg voice. Let me try.
You have stolen my childhood. I remember when I first saw it, I was like, "Who is that?" I was like, "Oh, I gotta take her serious. She's talking
Ashamed
serious."
of yourself.
And then she said, "Climate change." I'm like, "Wow, never mind. You lost me there." Poor girl. Oh, how long ago was that?
Man, it's been years at this point.
For because she's 19 now.
Shame on you! How dare you not know how long ago it was?
She just learned how to wipe her rear end.
Man, yeah.
What in the world is going on?
So
read it out. Read it out loud. What
no,
she said.
you read it.
Okay,
I'm not gonna
read it.
taint my
Oh,
my
come
holy
on.
lips with
Well,
a curse word.
If hey, big brother, if you are listening and that's the one you called me this morning or today driving over here, the number one, I am number two. Okay, so that was crazy.
I didn't see that
So-
one. Where are you reading from? I don't see. You're not reading.
No, I was telling you the number that called me.
Oh, okay.
Number one. Like literally, who called number one? So she says, I don't know if I can do it in the English accent, but I'll just read it in English. American. Yes, please do enlighten me. Email me at smartdickenergy at getalife.com. So we know that's not a real email, but maybe it is. I don't know.
You know
But
what?
that's what she said.
I'm gonna make that email here by the end of this night. If somebody hasn't already done it,
You're gonna get in trouble. Just like Trey Radel.
Wow.
So that's what she answered back to Andrew Tate. And he didn't respond to that, did
Of
he?
course. Yeah, she ain't ready. Of course.
Well, he kind of did
Yeah, he did, but
because he questioned her gender. How you gonna call yourself small dingaling? But we don't know because you could be a woman, you could be a man, you can be both, you can be a lizard. We just had a mom go to a school board meeting. She was a cat. She's trying to prove a point, very well proven point. It was awesome. I
Which
love all
have
these
you
parents
seen?
standing up? I love to see it. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Have you seen the teacher who goes to school with a big? Let me see.
Belly?
No. Let me see. Maybe somebody sees it. Big old these, and I'm talking about not like here. He goes to school every day wearing these big old.
Body bags?
Bruh.
Is it a man?
The dude, big old.
Maybe he's just fat.
No.
He puts it on?
Yes, and the school I think has actually
Allowed it?
It just came out in the story where they're if you take pictures of it or something, you get in trouble or something because people are making fun of the dude. And I don't know if it's a prank to make fun of the left, the LGBT community.
The teacher.
Yeah, the teacher.
Ah.
I don't know what's going on. I have no idea, but if you see it, write in the comments. Please, especially for my super chats.
And if you're an expert on climate change, please, straighten us out because it's just hard to swallow that pill, man.
You don't want me to talk about climate change. I'll destroy the left.
Oh God!
I will destroy the left
But-
with charts.
But if any Democrat wants to donate to our cause, we'd be gladly talk about climate change. Matter of fact, I'm gonna turn the air down right now and let the climate change because it's getting hot in here. But anyway, back to Greta. So Miss Greta answers Andrew, and Andrew goes back and he answers back and he says, "Hey, why would you choose such a crazy email? Smart dick energy at getalife.com. I mean, it just raises a few questions, about Greta, and is she really informed, and or is somebody just kind of has an earpiece on her ear and just telling her what to say all the time? And I don't even know that she does. What does she do? Conferences, or what does she do?
She
This is the first time
goes
I
to
hear from her
college.
back in the day, since I saw the there you steal my child. But anyways, so you can tell Greta she's just a puppet, for the elites and their money making schemes. We can call climate change a money making scheme because that's what it really is. It keeps the ball rolling for a lot of people.
For the EVs, for the contracts.
Yeah,
The way this works is the
well,
government, has contracts with these
contracts.
green companies, green energy companies, and they make money. But
That it actually never show a profit.
Andrew Tate, he takes a jab at Greta Thunberg, the
And
darling
it's
of
a
the
big
left.
one. It's a big jab. It was more of like a kick to the face.
It was more like a haymaker.
Yeah. And so, I mean, when you mess with we gotta, the left says we gotta make them pay. We gotta make them pay.
So what happened?
That's what's bad. So should I go to that?
Yeah.
No, you say it now. I said this. You say what happened to him, because the left gotta make you pay. The elites have to make you pay. So they have to shut you up before you get started.
So
before you get some threading.
I get the news yesterday on the 29th of December at around 5 o'clock. I'm on Twitter. Andrew Tate arrested for human trafficking out in Romania. Wow. And the left went crazy.
CNN.
Now, whenever you see a story like this, the way I like to play it, the way I like to look at these stories, I like to play it slow. Why? Because you don't want to be wrong. You don't want to go and make a social media
extend that.
Make a social media post, and then when the facts come out, you look like a retard because what you said isn't in alignment with the facts. Take it slow. I've seen some people making posts on social media talking about, the whole Andrew Tate situation. Just wait.
I didn't even know about it till you told me. And then I read on that, and then I was like, oh, then I remember when I saw the post about Greta, and I kind of put two and two together, kind of like Jim Carrey says in Dumb and Dumber. Are you going to the airport? How do you know?
So the timing is very convenient on the arrest. It was him and his brother on human trafficking. They held him for 24 hours.
And the thing, don't say nothing about his brother.
They did do a search of the property. They did not find
anything
or anybody. And this is not the first time that something like this has happened. I don't want to assume, like I said, I'm gonna play it slow. Okay. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But if he didn't, and the Romanian government went in and arrested him,
or he's the personality behind
it wouldn't,
or the face behind the crime.
Whatever. It wouldn't be the first time. The left has been known to call the police on social media influencers, on people on the right, or just people that they don't agree with. Because I don't know, which way he leans politically. I don't know if he's right, left, conservative. I know the way he thinks ideologically. But obviously, the left calls, any man's opinion a conservative.
Any man.
Yeah.
Any real man.
So,
anybody that thinks outside the box and thinks for themselves, you're basically an enemy of the elite by now. So if they haven't came after you yet, they will.
Arrested. And what is your opinion? Why did they arrest him?
Well, like I said, I found that when you told me, I was like, who is this guy? So I looked him up, and then I was like, oh, I know who he is. I've seen him before. I've seen him on social media talking and stuff like that. I browsed through it, not, paid so much attention, but I did this catch my, it was interesting because he had the day before, Greta and then the next day, homeboy goes to jail. I mean, I may not be the smartest guy in the world, but you gotta. I mean, at one point you have to say, listen, something is going on, and it's very hard to hide nowadays, especially now that Twitter is like wide open. Because our boy Elon Musk,
Yeah.
shout out to him. So I think I believe there. I mean, I think there has to be a connection there. You know, they say the investigation still continues. I read it on. It wasn't CNN. Can't remember which one it was. Wasn't the Guardian, but I can click on the CNN one.
Which, I don't think they're gonna find anything. Investigation 1 week, 2 weeks. I just think it's a ploy to get at him.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Because they don't like him, especially because he went after the darling of social media of the left.
I mean, if we just look at the characters here in America, I mean, Megyn Kelly, they went after her. Then shut her down in NBC because something she had said about blackface. But yeah, you got what's his name? Jewish boy. Oh, can't say Jewish boy.
Yeah, no.
Oh, sorry. Anyways,
they might think you're Conway
okay.
Conway
Kanye,
East fan.
Kanye, yay,
Conway East.
Yay. What's his name? You remember Jimmy Kimmel? He used to come out of Shaquille O'Neal. Oh, and that was bad. And that was bad. He made Shaq look like he was an idiot.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. Oh, Robert. Oh. What movie was that? Don't get me started.
Tropic
anyway,
Thunder.
So Tropic Thunder. so they. I mean, the left does go after people that they want to. I mean, just look at President Trump. I mean, it's been three. It's gonna be 3 years in about 8 days, right? For January 6th, and we're still going after President Trump. We're gonna talk about him.
Yeah.
He got indicted. His tax records came out. Whatever. Yada 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 yada. Why would you go after a man who's no longer president? That has nothing to do in the political world yet. Why are you still threatened by him?
Can you pull up the story on that, by the way? The Donald Trump.
So we're done with Tate?
Yeah, we're done with Tate.
Tate, man, we wish him the best. Hopefully this clears up. And but what you wanted to talk about was how come he gets that treatment and Hillary Clinton doesn't get investigated for Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein Island.
Which I think that he got murdered. I think he got whacked.
Secret servers, deleting the servers, pouring bleach on the servers, on the hard drives. So
you want the tax news or you want the indictment?
The indictment.
Which one?
So Donald Trump just released this past week, indicted after the let me see.
January 6th.
The January 6th Capitol hearings.
It was an insurrection.
The House came together and decided to bring forth not charges, because they can't really charge. All they can do is just is pass over what they have over to the Department of Justice, and hope that Merrick Garland, who's the Attorney General,
the horrible Attorney General. Is that my phone?
No, that's mine.
Who is just a horrible Attorney General, and I think he still has it for conservatives or for Republicans, because they didn't vote him in when Obama tried to make him a justice in the Supreme Court.
No, I think he's just an ideologue before.
What?
I don't think he had it against. I just think that's who he was. And I think that Mitch McConnell just gave us a solid when he said no, thank you.
Nobody wants that guy.
Yeah. So,
but what do you think? I mean, when are they going to leave Trump alone?
They're not going to.
And do you think?
You know why they're not going to leave him alone?
Well, because he just announced that he's running again.
No, it's not because of that. It's because he brings in money. People want to hear about Donald Trump. If you're watching this, it's because you saw Donald Trump on my post. You want to get some social media fame? Post about Donald Trump.
That's right.
People want to hate Donald Trump or defend Donald Trump. It's insane. The amount of hate that I got as a conservative for just talking to some stories from my experiences with Donald Trump. people just saying I'm a liar. I don't believe you. You're making it up. I'm like, okay, I guess you don't believe me. Um, I can sit here and I can throw mud at Donald Trump myself.
But you know what never comes out? Like they want to indict him for this for the January 6th. But he has a little bit of evidence for him because now that Twitter has opened up, we have that tweet now that has him telling people, "Hey, y'all gotta go home. Go home. You have to go home." Remember that when they
Oh
were,
wait, I didn't hear about this.
you didn't hear about that?
No.
That Twitter, they have that video, and so
Hold on, what video? What
you
is the
never
video?
seen that video?
No.
He's telling the people just go home because remember
What people?
January 6th.
On January
On
6th?
January 6th, remember he was holding like this rally outside in Washington,
Yeah.
right? And he's like saying, "We hope hopefully Mike Pence does the right thing," right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, somehow, some way, see, here's where it gets confusing because he finishes and everybody just storms to the Capitol, right? Now, I don't know if it
They
was
didn't
said or
storm the
not.
Capitol. They marched.
They
to
marched to the Capitol, right?
Capitol.
And so supposedly there's something where he says, you're going to go there peacefully, go and protest. But then after everything started, when they started, people started breaking in, whatever they started doing, all the looting, there's a video of him saying, you have to go home. Before that, Twitter took all that down. So it was never made public to anybody.
That he posted that.
That he posted that Twitter. He had the POTUS Twitter or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it's everything is there. Everything is coming out real slowly. It's not as fast as we want it to come out. But, I believe that America as a nation and its people, we do have an enemy. And it's a very common enemy that is trying to suppress us. It's trying to divide us. The same enemy that is trying to keep us down, it is also just trying to divide us as Americans. And that's where I think we need to come together. I don't care if you're blue or red, but we need to come together and fight against this common enemy, because if not, they're gonna win. You know what I mean? And if they can suppress somebody as the president, as a sitting president of the United States, if they can keep him from talking, imagine what they can do to us. So that's why, I mean, I can see the how do you say, the foolishness of the January 6th, but also there's something that we can learn about it and say, hey, look at that, look what they did to him. Imagine what they can do to us. That if they're allowed to suppress and erase information that we need and the truth that we need to come out, man, we're just going to be swallowing those pills left and right, and we don't even know what we're swallowing anymore. So that's why it's important. People like Elon Musk, I mean, I don't agree with him on a lot of stuff, but it's good what he's doing with Twitter. People like Donald Trump, people don't like him, they may hate him, but hey, sometimes he just says it like it is. And maybe we've been discipled too much to be wimps, man. And we can't take anything.
Which is another reason why I think that they...
And that's where Andrew Tate comes in.
I think that's why they went after him.
Exactly.
Because Andrew Tate is against the wimpification of America.
Or men.
Of men.
Just men in general. Like, come on, man. So, I tell my boys, boys don't cry, girls cry. Boys only cry in the presence of God. That's what I tell them. Boys don't cry, only girls cry, and men cry in the presence of God.
Yes,
that's it.
Only time.
That's the only time. Or you see your child born. But I mean, that's where this becomes a big deal.
Which if
we look at it from the right angle.
If you're a man, don't cry.
Don't be crying.
If a woman tells you,
or the Cowboys win the Super Bowl.
If a woman tells you that she loves a man who's in touch with his feelings, just say BS.
Do we even have feelings?
Bro. Just say, listen, that's BS. Because the minute a woman sees you cry,
she's gone.
All her attraction that she had to you, if any.
Has anybody ever heard of the alpha male?
A
woman is looking for the alpha male, not the Z male or the feeling male. You gotta be an alpha male, man. Come on now. That's what women are looking for.
And Andrew Tate was for the alphamication of America.
That's why people need to know about Christ. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because they talk about Jesus like he's still the lamb.
Oh, yeah.
But he's a lion.
They talk about Jesus as the all-loving, Jesus,
I
all-accepting
get it.
Jesus.
Yes. But he's a lion. Come on, he's an alpha man. Come on now.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into.
But we're not gonna get into that. I'm just telling you,
we're not
that's
gonna
what
get
women
into
want.
theology today because I just don't have the patience.
Oh,
to
you know what we gotta
deal
talk
with
about?
your ignorance.
You know what we're gonna talk about one day is all these shows. Okay, all these old shows, and now they're new shows with the same name but with black people in it. The Wonder Years.
The Wonder Years, they have.
Yes.
Everything. Oh,
You
my
never seen
goodness.
it in Disney Plus?
Oh, how about this one? How about this one? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh yes. Well, that one was already black. He should be white.
Yeah, no. Actually, what's
There's
it
another
called?
one.
Shade. No. It's something that it's a term where
A lot of shaded brown.
No.
That's a rap team.
Colorification. I don't know. Basically, it's the idea that not all black people see black people as the same.
They see him as people.
No. The lighter shade black people are in some circles looked at a different status than the darkest skinned black people. The lighter skin.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You being serious?
Bro, Blackish, the ABC comedy show, had a whole episode about it.
Blackish.
Yeah. I'm educated, but I am woke. I have a woke card. It is expired.
It's expired, but it's woke.
It is expired.
But it's definitely
woke.
I
did hold it at one point.
Oh gosh. But
I am in with the ideology of woke. I know the tenets. I can recite for you the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I know the Black Anthem of
Can
America.
you? America does not have a black anthem.
Yes, we do.
Is it Hit 'Em Up by Tupac?
It's Beyonce. It's Beyonce. It's Queen B. You ready, B? All I need in this life is sin.
Just me and my girlfriend. But
that's a Beyonce song.
That's Tupac's song.
Bro, what are you talking about? You see?
JC,
you see what I'm talking about?
Pac.
Oh my goodness. You see?
You know what? You know who JC used to remind me of?
Who?
Jay-Z.
Man, we went from Kanye East to JC.
You know who used to remind me of? Joe the Camel. From Camel cigarettes.
Wow.
Every time I saw that man, he reminded me of Joe the Camel.
I was never a regular smoker.
Did you ever see? Were you old enough to see the cigarette commercials before they took them off TV? Remember the Marlboro commercials with all the horses and the cowboys? And
I think so.
Real Man.
Yeah, I remember those.
Remember those?
Remember
it's like, man, whatever happened to those?
Pedro's trying to get the teenagers of America back on cigarettes, guys.
Not on cigarettes. I'm not telling you to go smoke. But if you want to go horseback riding, it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't smoke. It's a nasty habit.
So, anyways,
I prefer the patch.
The House indicted Trump and then they rescinded it, which I was expected. At the end of the day,
they're looking for more evidence.
They're not looking for more evidence. They're dragging it out so they can just keep talking about Donald Trump. That's how they're doing.
He sells.
Like
you said, he sells. I mean, CNN loves it when the Trump name comes up because
this is the thing is I knew nothing was going to happen with Donald. I knew it. I could have told you whether they really wanted to go after him or not, or whether there was evidence or not, whether he did it or not. These people, they don't go after themselves. Hillary Clinton, come on, man. Obama and the whole spying on Donald Trump's campaign. There's enough evidence there. Like there's enough, but they didn't do anything. You want me? Did they? What's the name of the whole probe?
Yeah,
the whole probe that Barr had this one guy from the FBI do a 2-year probe on the whole thing, and they got one indictment, one person, and then they found him not guilty. Come on, man.
And you know what the funny thing is? You know what makes me
John Durham probe.
But what makes me really sick is they make this committee, right? They're gonna interview these people. It's just a waste of our money because nothing ever happens.
Yeah.
I still remember Elijah Cummings. We're better than that, Madam President. We're better than that. I'm like, come on, man.
Elijah Cummings.
She did it. Yeah, he passed away.
The one from Baltimore?
Yes. Poor baby. I'm like, come on, dude, you're just wasting my money. How
Yeah.
about send me some of that money back? And what about the taxes for Donald Trump? He's a smart dude for not paying taxes.
Yeah, Donald Trump.
I do the same thing. Because let me tell you something. Your taxes are going to the federal government and you're getting your money back without interest. So just think about that. Think about that next time you want to accuse somebody of not paying their taxes. They're smart. Because all you do is sending your money to the federal government and you're not getting any interest on it. It's interest free. And then you're happy when you get a $600 check on the mail. Gee whiz. IRS, I pay my taxes. You can look me up. I'm good. Oh, but this is horrible. But this has to, I'm not saying it has to stop, but if Trump were to become president in January, what would it be, January 15th? January 15th, 2025, we're looking at Donald Trump's second term as president. He better go after these people. But then that's the dangerous part because the pendulum swings, man, and it swings heavy. And that's what we're seeing right now. He swung that back in 2016, whang, right? Made a dent in the wall. And they're trying to swing it back. But, you know, we see when it starts swinging, the Democrats kind of overswing it. They don't just hit the wall. They overswing it, and then it comes back and it hunts them in the rear end. That's why Hillary Clinton, you know, when you were talking, when you sent me that thing, we're going to talk about Hillary Clinton, I thought you were going to talk about that she was going to run again in 2024.
Oh, gosh.
And I'm like, Hillary,
God,
stop
no.
it. You're becoming like the Buffalo Bills. You're 0-2 now. You got to go 0-3.
God, no. God, no.
It's like, man.
No, you know who they're going to run. They're not running Hillary. Come on, bro.
They're going to run Joe.
You need to have, no. You need to have.
Who do you run?
I'll tell you who to run. You don't know
Homeboy from California?
No, man, he's not the winning ticket. You want me to tell you who they run?
Who's that?
Michelle Obama.
She's a man.
Well, she pushed 2 kids out, man. What are you talking about?
3.
2.
I think that was
That's
Obama.
who they're gonna run. Let me ask you something, Pedro. My audience, my viewers, from my millions out there.
And millions.
Name me one thing that Michelle Obama has done that is not
racist?
No.
Oh.
That is not directly tied to her husband, Barack Obama. I'm waiting. Go ahead. Write in the comments.
You hear some crickets.
I have no comments. Nobody's in my comments right now. Nobody knows how to answer that question. Nobody knows. The best thing that she's done is marry Barack Obama.
I think it was the other way around. but either way, I mean, it's like, why can't we just? You know what's funny? I was watching this thing on Instagram. This music thing, and something about love or whatever, and they put the Obama symbol there. I'm like, I mean, I get it, but he was the first black president. He's half black. His mama was white. She was a Russian communist. His daddy was a Muslim. I mean, but we can't talk about that. We can't talk about it because somehow it's offensive. I know it was offensive too, but it's offensive. But I get it. If you're a person of color or a black, I can't say person of color, bro. It's just not me. Black. If you're black, if you're black and you're proud of Obama, hey, you know what? It was a great step for our nation at that time.
Yeah.
That we said, wow, we can actually elect a black president. But you know who would have whooped Barack Obama? May he rest in peace. Remember, homeboy?
No.
Yes, man.
No idea.
Oh my gosh, he won Iowa that year, and then somehow he had 7 affairs.
No idea what you're talking about.
Oh,
I wasn't in politics back then.
You weren't in politics back in 2008?
I mean, I voted. I wasn't in politics.
Well, it wasn't John McCain. But anyways, look him up. 2008, he won the Iowa caucus.
They can't look him up. You haven't said the name.
I'm not gonna say his name. 2008, he won the Iowa caucus.
You got to say the name.
No, look him up because he would have been a great black president. He was a businessman, and he passed away. I think he passed away from COVID.
The pizza guy.
Not Papa John's.
I didn't say Papa John. I said the pizza guy, not Papa John's.
Oh yes.
Come on.
Yes. He would have been a great.
What's his name? John
great-
McCain?
Not John McCain. John McCain was white.
No.
Herman.
Herman McCain.
Cain.
Herman McCain.
Herman Cain.
Herman Cain. Yes. Yeah, I remember that. They made him out to be a crazy person.
Yeah. Somehow he had 7 affairs, and all of a sudden, after he stepped away, it went away.
The affairs disappeared.
Yeah. So those are the things that you got to watch out in politics, and from
Politics
the
is
left,
dirty,
even from the
man.
right. I mean,
Politics
the
is
right does
dirty.
it too. They both do it.
Yeah, like a
you
Matt
know?
Gaetz. Matt
Like-
Gaetz is another one that had sex slavery.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm not a fan of Matt Gaetz, by the way.
Well, he's in the Panhandle, right?
Yeah, he's in the
He's up in the
Panhandle.
I mean, you got Georgia mixing in there. Reckoners.
I just don't like the hair. The hair's annoying.
He looks like Jimmy
He looks like a
Neutron.
sweaty. He's a sweaty than me. He's like a
All right.
tryhard.
10 minutes. Recap 2022.
2022.
Let's recap 2022. Last 10 minutes.
2022 has been an amazing year. We started off with New Year's Day, obviously. Went into President's Day, Valentine's Day, Martin Luther King.
COVID's gone.
COVID is
COVID
gone.
magically disappeared.
No, it disappeared the year before.
No, I mean this year was more free, everybody. But somehow I don't know what's going on out there.
Some of the schools started to open up. Yes.
Schools opened up. I
Finally.
mean, gyms. What else? What else was closed for so long that people didn't go?
I live in Florida. All this has been like this since I don't know how long. We closed down for like a month and a half, guys.
Well,
I'm sorry.
It
If you're
was,
watching this,
I remember
hey,
last
look,
year. No, listen. Last year we went to New Jersey. They still made us wear masks in the plane. We still had to wear a mask. Which planes have the best filtration system? They have the
HEPA.
space shuttle filtration system.
yes,
So-
top notch.
Top notch. Anyways, so COVID's gone. Somehow the flu came back. Somebody woke up the flu, knocked on the door. Hey, yo, you gotta come back. Something's going on in Florida. I think we're getting a lot of liberals down here because a lot of them are wearing masks. Some, I don't know. I have no idea. I had
How
one
about
of my employees. He wears a mask, and I know when he wears a mask, he's hungover, so he don't want the alcohol. And I had a. Hey, is that a twin?
Yeah,
And with that, the 2022 season.
that's my soundtrack for 2022.
Gone. So it was a great year. I think great year for Florida. If you live in Florida, it was a great year. It was very busy down here with real estate. It was very busy with construction. I think in Florida, if you didn't have a job, it's because you were lazy and you wanted to stay home.
No. If you didn't have a high-paying job, it's because you were
Or
lazy.
you were lazy.
You wanted to
You
stay
wanted to stay
home.
home.
You can
So-
make money doing anything,
Anything
in Florida.
I mean, it was
Anything. You can get into the. This is another thing that
here in Immokalee, we had the Christmas parade, right?
yeah.
They
what's
had the
his name?
Christmas parade.
Thomas Sowell talks about this in his book. Is basically everybody gets out of the low income class. Everybody.
Any young
It's like
mind.
90% of the people. Nobody stays there. That whole lie about the whole living wage and the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. That's a lie.
myth.
That's a myth. Okay. Nobody, if you look at the data, nobody stays in that lower tax bracket. Very select group of people. If you're willing to work, you're gonna get out of there.
Well, let's just say if you make over $12,000 a year here in America, you're probably richer than about 95%
Yeah, but
of the world.
take that out. That's the fact of the matter is, if you're willing to work, you can go out and
Oh,
get
yeah.
a job tomorrow, doing anything. They'll pay for your They'll further your education. They'll pay for it, benefits, everything. You just gotta be willing to work. You can go pick up trash,
Nathan's Hot Dogs. You know how you guys started in Chicago?
selling hot dogs.
One little hot dog stand. Now he's in every grocery store you can think of. Nathan's Hot Dog. He has a house down in downtown Naples.
Nathan's hot dogs.
My goodness. I mean, these are the kind of stories that young people should know about to get inspired. You know, because it gives you gotta grab that inspiration from other people that actually have done it. You know what I mean? You may not do it the same way, but that inspiration is there. And that's what we need.
So you
Thomas Sowell, who else? Frederick Douglass. Who else for the young people, young minds so they can grow.
Just read the Thomas Sowell book.
Good time. So that's it. I mean, that's all you got to do.
So I think that's it.
Man, it's gonna be a great year. 2022 was good. It was good to me. Was it good to you?
2022
Man,
was
not
good.
the year God was good, but God is always good. So we're gonna dismiss 2022. Get the champagne.
Let's get it.
You got it? I got a Dr. Pepper.
I gotta get
I
me
got
another
this
Coke.
shirt today. Look at this. Love all body types. I got my
in reverse.
9, I got my 40, I got my 10 millimeter,
22.
my 22. You know, I got my hollow points. I got my full metal jackets. I mean, you name it. We got it.
Guys, have a good night.
Have a great Happy New Year.
Appreciate the view.
See you guys next year. God bless. Peace. Hey, that